Congresswoman Kyrsten Sinema is facing some backlash for rejecting the White House's push to lower prescription drug prices and expand Medicare. So now, according to Politico, the Arizona Democrat is opposed to the current prescription drug pricing proposals in both the House and the Senate bills, two sources familiar with her thinking said. So now she also said that she doesn't support a pared-back alternative being pitched by House Democratic centrists that would limit the drugs subject to Medicare negotiation. So basically, not even partial negotiation. She says, no negotiation whatsoever. Drug companies should be able to charge you whatever they want. So now both she and Senator Joe Manchin, who met with the president the same day, delivered what one source described as a sobering message for the White House about the fate of the reconciliation bill and its $3.5 trillion price tag, which they both claim is too high. As I mentioned, of course, deficits don't actually matter. What this is that it's actually an investment. But understand that this investment would affect rich people. So, of course, their donors, for Manchin, of course, in the pharmaceutical industry as well as oil and gas, he doesn't want any of the climate change measures that are inside this reconciliation package to go forward. And for Kyrsten Sinema, of course, it's pharmaceutical money. And look, that prescription drug pricing measure, which would allow Medicare to negotiate prescription drugs, that's one of the most simplistic, common sense plans I've ever seen, right? Why would we not allow Medicare, the government, to negotiate drug prices with the pharmaceutical companies? In fact, we have literally barred them from doing so. I mean, again, this is one of the biggest elements championed by the White House. And again, this was mainly pushed by Bernie Sanders in his Medicare for All bill. Senator Sanders managed to get the White House to actually agree to have Medicare negotiate the price of prescription drugs. Why? It's because it's popular. Nobody likes paying as much as we do here in America, literally the highest prices in the world for prescription drugs, because we are not allowed to negotiate. How insane is that? When they jack up their prices, which they've done for decades, the government just has to say, what can we do? We have no power to negotiate with you. I guess we have to pay your insane rates. And then again, that's for government, the government that spends a lot of money buying medication for people on Medicare, and it also has a sort of a trickle-down effect on all the other prescription drugs as well in this country. And of course, there's the reason. Go to the reasoning here. The money. Of course, follow the money. Sinema ranks as one of Congress's leading recipients of pharmaceutical industry donations, according to an analysis by Kaiser Health News. The 2019 to 2020 election cycle through March, political action committees run by employees of drug companies and their trade groups actually gave her $98,500 in campaign funds. That's just one cycle. They've given her nearly $400,000 since she got into office. Sinema's pharma haul was twice that of Senator Suzanne Collins of Maine, considered one of the most vulnerable Republicans in November, and approached that of fellow Democrat Steny Hoyer, the powerful House Majority Leader from Maryland. Understand that this is the effect of money in politics. I know there are still people out there who believe, oh no, money in politics is fine. No, what are you talking about? They're just talking to their congressman. Oh, that's it. It doesn't have any sort of effect on Congress people. Oh no, how dare you? How dare you insinuate that these honorable gentlemen and ladies and who are representing their districts that take all this money could be corrupt? Oh no, they're just happening to support their constituents by agreeing 100% with the pharmaceutical companies. Bullshit. 100%. No, the pharmaceutical industry gives millions of dollars in legalized bribes, and they're not doing it out of the goodness of their own hearts. As KHN notes, it all adds up to the bet by drug companies that the 43-year-old Sinema, first elected to the Senate in 2018, will gain influence in coming years and serve as an industry ally in a party that also includes many lawmakers harshly critical of high drug prices and the companies that set them. Stephen Billett, a former AT&T lobbyist who teaches PAC management at George Washington University, said this, quote, "This is a long-term play. If I'm a pharmaceutical guy, I'm saying, you know what? Maybe this is someone we can work with down the road." So understand, like, this is Sinema hedging her bets and saying, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go full in on Big Pharma. They gave me a ton of money, and yeah, I'm going to serve them because later on, well, again, they're going to continue to give me money for my re-election campaigns. And so they give me the legal bribes. I'm going to do their bidding because this is a real good relationship for me. Yeah, but not so good for the constituents of Arizona or any member of the country. Again, we are all sick of high drug prices. This is an incredibly popular policy prescription, and she is literally in the way, but then claims, oh, no, it's not about that at all. No, it's not about drug prices. I support lowering drug prices. Oh, yes. It's just that this bill is just way too expensive. We don't believe that at all. No, what she's doing is she's working together with the drug companies in order to make sure that we as the people pay higher prices for prescription drugs. The highest prices on the planet for the most profitable industries on the planet. They are screwing all of us. Look, it should be clear by now, I think, to everybody, and I think people in her district are starting to get it, that she is a complete and utter sellout. She sold us out on the $15 minimum wage and is selling us out again. Literally trying to take a bill that expands childcare, Medicare, brings down the price of prescription drugs, all because she got money from her donors. And here's the irony, right? All through the media, after AOC and members of the squad won their election, we had hit piece after hit piece after hit piece saying, oh my God, these progressives are going to stop Biden's agenda. They're going to hurt the Democrats. They're going to hurt Biden's agenda. They're going to block her. Every time they've been proven wrong. You know why? Because it always happens to be the so-called moderates to corporate Democrats that kill the Democrats' agenda. It's Democrats killing the Democrats' agenda. It's not progressives. And so remember, Joe Lieberman, the Blue Dog Democrats. And they're not the only ones. Again, there's been a long history, longer than I've been in politics at all. They're the ones killing the Democrats' agenda. They're the ones. And so, no, they're actually hurting the Democrats' re-election chances, by the way. They're going to get killed by Republicans in the midterms if they don't actually pass this. Something that's significant. But it's the same story. Corporate Democrats. They're corrupted, paid off, and they kill the agenda. And look, also, by the way, there is a rotating villain. Okay? And so the Democratic Party, again, takes lots and lots of money from these pharmaceutical companies. And so Manchin and Sinema, they're the rotating villains. Their votes are absolutely necessary. And so they get paid maybe a little bit extra to go and tank those policies. And so they take the heat, but they also get the money. And the Democratic Party, again, and most importantly, the donors, which really runs the entire show, don't have to pay more in taxes and don't get to see their profits go down. That's what it is. And so this is, again, and ironically, of course, the same party where this happens, the leadership of the party keeps telling us, oh no, we can't vote for progressives, we have to vote for moderates. No, we don't, and we shouldn't. Because when we do, understand that we get fuck all of our agenda. Between those people, and by the way, the unelected parliamentarian, which we don't have to listen to. By the way, parliamentarian says, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Oh, okay, well, that's a good suggestion. You know what we're going to do? We're going to replace the parliamentarian with someone else. Next, please. Yeet. Out. Gone. Look, these are the things, right? Just bullshit blocks that are put in our way so that nothing gets done. And again, that should be very, very concerning come the midterms. Because, again, right now there is still a chance that Biden, if he chooses to do so, can successfully bully Manchin and Sinema, use the sticks. We're all out of carrots. It's time for the stick, all right? And there are definitely ways that you can go after Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema and get them in line with the Democrats' agenda. They just have to be strong enough to use it. Because if they don't, midterms are coming, and if Republicans win, absolutely nothing's going to happen at all. There will be no chance, lame duck, and here comes Donald Trump in 2024. That's what it always happens. We've seen this movie before, but we actually have time to fix it. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.